We have an HTC Evo 4G here, running its stock firmware. This stock firmware, however, has a number of enhancements over the Google firmware upon which it's based. And these enhancements, they can expose functionality that is reserved normally for the firmware or other dangerous functionality to applications that do not have permission to access them. So in this case, I have an application that's, if this were requesting some dangerous permissions, the ability to use dangerous features, they would show up here. But in this case, it appears to be requesting absolutely no capability whatsoever. If I install this application and run it, we're presented with these three buttons. The first claims to be able to record sound. This is something that is considered dangerous because recording sound could catch personal information in the vicinity of the phone. When I press that button, a barely visible status icon showed up on the status bar saying that something's happening, but there's no other indication anything's going on. Similarly, this purports to be able to send text messages. In this case, if I press this button, a message will be dispatched to another number. In this case, it's my friend, but it could just as easily be a premium rate number that will charge my phone bill at the end of the month. Let's see how the audio recording is going.
Claims to be able to record sound. This is something that is considered dangerous because recording sound could catch personal information in the vicinity of the phone.
So to add to that, it turns out that if I were on the phone with the bank, both sides of the conversation would be recorded using this method. Oops. And lastly, these previous two permissions can technically be requested by user apps. This last one is representative of a class of permissions that can only be requested by the authors of the phone or by Google. So, by pressing this button, I'm causing my phone to reboot. I could also cause it to shut down or even to lock the screen for such that no user input would be respected. These are very dangerous permissions, and while this phone is representative, it's by no means is the problem confined to either this phone or this manufacturer.